Why do they call them contract verbs?
All right. Why they call them contract verbs? Let's take a look at the verb timao. It means I honor. What is unique about timao from verbs that we've seen in the past? We have an intervening vowel. You will never see timao in your text. Never see it. You will only find it in the lexicon. The reason they do that is so that you know to what class that verb belongs when contraction takes place. So, here are all of our vowels right here for the A class of your contraction. He's got the rules there. This belongs to alpha. Alpha is going to contract with your endings. So the reason you will never see this is because these two vowels will contract into one vowel. So timao will become timo.
Oh, contract. Ah. Got it.
Not like the sort of contract you enter into. All right, so how does this play itself out? Yeah, we got that first one. We have
verbs.
tim, and then we have our endings, right? For our present active indicative. We had o, tim, ace, tim, a. Tim, what do we say? Amen. Tim, ete. Tim, usen. Now, when an alpha contracts with an epsilon, we get, I don't know why I put that there because it's incorrect, an alpha.
Ooh, I believe you.
You shouldn't have.
My dad.
Or an eta. So when an alpha contracts with an E-class vowel, we get an alpha.
You said.
When an alpha contracts with an O-class, omicron, omega, or the diphthong oo, we get an omega. When an alpha contracts with an iota, we get a subscript.
Okay.
All right, so let's do this then. Tim, o.
Timao.
Now, we have an alpha contracting with an omega, right? What are we going to get?
Timma?
Tim what?
Timo.
Timo, right? Because alpha is contracting with an omega.
Which is?
Alpha contracting
Oh, okay.
with omega.
All right.
Now we have Timma ace. We have an alpha contracting with A.
Is it Timas or Timais?
It would be Tim
Nice.
Os.
Check to make sure.
Now I'm confident about that. Because we've got an iota in here. The alpha takes precedence over the epsilon. The iota gets subscripted. Same here. We have Timma.
Oh, so this applies to all the vowels in between, not just the
Well,
down.
Yeah, because these are diphthongs, so they count as a sound.
Okay.
Tema A, what are we gonna get?
Tema.
Tema.
Because it's an opposite.
Good. Tema amen. We have an alpha contracting with an O sound, right? So we're gonna get what? Temomen. Good. Temate. Temaeta. Contracting with an E sound. What do we get?
Tomate.
Temate.
You say tomato.
Good. Temausen. We have an alpha contracting with an U.
Tema osen.
Not Temausen.
Timosen.
Timosen.
Temosen. Okay.
See how that works? It's really not that bad. It's just annoying. Very annoying.
Like that, annoying?
Yes, it actually is very much like that annoying. The reason why it is annoying is once we have this all laid out, right, we can do this. It's not that difficult. When we see Tema out in the wild though, what do we think?
It's like pure alpha novelty.
Yeah. It's starting to, and Temas for that matter, because we have the os ending. Now the dative, the iota underneath it screws that up. But we're starting to have a little bit of a bleeding of your verbal endings with your noun endings, or seemingly bleed together. But if we're able to work back and say Tim, okay, maybe it's Timao, it's a contract, and I have an alpha remaining, Tim A. So I distribute that.
So that.
Does the nya accent over have anything to do with the contraction, or?
It does. You're mostly getting lengthened verbs now. Lengthened consonants. Or vowels, rather. I'm losing it. This thing is really messing with my head. So yeah, if you look at the paradigm over on 134, you'll see that most all of them have the circumflex at the top. Timomen, Timata, Timosen. And that'll help you because your verb accents don't, they shift, whereas your noun accents don't, they stay. It helps to signify to you that this is a verb that you're looking at. That's very detailed, and I highly doubt that most of us are that detailed. I'm not that detailed. But it will help. Now, that's just for your alpha. You also have your epsilon. So an epsilon plus an epsilon, what's that going to create? Just without even, what do you think it's going to create? Two epsilons together.
Eta.
Close. How about we not go to the eta and back up just a little bit? It sounds the exact same though. Epsilon plus epsilon is going to equal A. Very close though.
Is eta in there too, like it was up top? Or is
Uh,
that a separate thing?
No, it's separate.
Okay.
But he's based on.
Because you're
sound.
not going to actually see an eta contracting
Alright.
in those instances. I don't think. You might. I don't think so.
It's just you added the eta later.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't sure if you needed to do it again.
Epsilon contracting with an omicron. I think we've actually seen this before. What are we going to get? Ooh. An epsilon contracting with any long vowel or diphthong drops out. So what he's saying here is you have an epsilon plus A. It's going to give you A. If you have an epsilon plus an omega, it's going to give you an omega. Omega is a long vowel.
Which drops out?
The epsilon will drop out. Now we have your omicron. Omicron plus a long vowel, like omega, will equal an omega. An omicron plus a short vowel, like an epsilon, will give you oo. And an omicron with any combination of iota will give you oi. 134, top paragraph. So you see this in practice in these little charts here. And by the way, this happens in your present tense, your imperfect tense. And those are the only two tenses, if I recall, that they happen in, because of the fact that we add stuff for the other tenses, right? We add a sigma for the aorist, so the sigma would intervene between there and wouldn't have the contraction take place. Same with the future. So looking here, we have Timo, which is from Timao, Timas from Timaes, Tima from Timae, Timomen from Timaamen, Timate from Timaete, Timosin from Timausen, Philo from Phileo, Philes from Phileas, Philae from Philae, Philumen from Phileamen, Philete from Phileete, Philusen from Phileusen, Delo from Delao, Delois, and this is tricky because the ois ending looks like our dative plural, the masculine, Delois from Delaes, Deloi from Delae, Delumen from Delaamen, Delute from Delaete, and Delusen from Delausen. And write on down your paradigms. You don't need to rememorize all of these paradigms. What you do need is to know those rules and to know your contract verbs. From there you can piece everything together. The forms that you do need to be aware of, though, in your own mind is Delois, for instance. Deloi, because Delois looks like your dative plural, Deloi looks like your nominative plural, and etimone on page 135, the first one, looks like a genitive plural. So just be aware of those. They're not so bad. They really aren't. You get those rules.
It's just,
I know.
you know, I think I have my little cheat things in my head and it doesn't work out.
More stuff.
You also have in this chapter liquid verbs, and they're called liquid verbs because of the consonants that intervene. You have a lambda, a mu, a nu, or a rho. Those are called liquid consonants. And you get some funky stuff that happens, compensatory lengthening, so
Liquid Indian.
vowels lengthen. Since we're really killing it on time, I'm going to leave you to read that section. Just really what would be helpful for you is some of the most common liquid verbs, which is angelo. He's got that chart. In the future, it becomes angelo. You drop a lambda. And in the aorist, it becomes angela. Iro becomes aro, and then ara. Apakteno becomes apakteno, which becomes apostena. Apostello becomes apostello, the dropped lambda, and apostela, etc. The reason for this is because you can't add a sigma to a liquid consonant. So other changes have to take place. Particularly tricky, and this is one time where an accent does really make a difference, is minnow becomes minnow. And the only difference is that we've gone from minnow to minnow. The accent is on the last syllable.
I'm calling root fallacy on that permanent.
On what now?
The permanent help for minnow.
What now?
Calling root fallacy on that.
How so?
It just doesn't, I mean, it was a stretch.
Are you looking? Oh,
Yeah,
you're looking
say
at the
that.
vocabulary.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm so confused right
Sorry.
now. Where does
Yeah,
he?
That's definitely
That was like a stretch.
Minnow perman.
It's a little mnemonic device.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
It doesn't help you, but it is related.
Is it right?
Yeah, it undergoes that change in the Latin, and then it comes to us. So it really is just a change in a consonant. I mean, in a vowel, that E, because per is a prefix for your Latin, and I believe magneto is to remain or something along those lines in Latin. So yeah, I don't know why I put it there because it's not helpful to you at all.
So that's what you can do.
All right, we're gonna hit the vocabulary, and then we're gonna go, and I am gonna guess that we're gonna review this chapter hard next week because we didn't do much on it. I got pa'o.
Like a pop.
I love gina'o.
No.
I give birth to. Now be careful here because it starts to look like ginamai, which means I become. Gina'o is I give birth to.
Or the I know family, Gnosco.
Yeah, it can look like that, especially when the vowel in between sandwiches and goes away. Epitemao.
Epitoma.
I rebuke or warn.
So
Ever-
epi, is that a prefix?
It is, it's a compound verb there. So
Okay.
temao is just honor, and epitemao is I warn or rebuke.
So if you warn very much, you really honor very much, you're really rebuking, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay, got
a
it.
stretch there.
Okay.
Erotao is I ask. So, za'o,
Oh,
I live. Merimna'o,
very nice.
I worry or I'm anxious. Nika'o,
Kapo.
I overcome. Nike, right? Nikkei, victory. Hara'o,
Hara'o.
I see. Plana'o,
Plana'o.
I deceive or I lead astray. Tima'o,
Tama'o.
I honor. He gives you there Timothy, honoring God, Timotheos. Akalutheo,
What happened?
Where did you get that one?
You skipped
Oh,
one.
you skipped one, okay.
how did
Ateo.
I skipped what now?
Ateo.
I ask.
Oh, that was a correction. Woohoo!
Is that in your version?
What now? No, not in my version.
Okay.
Because he had the,
Was this your handwork here?
yeah, actually, it is.
Okay.
See? In my edition, they're out of order. They're in the wrong
Ah,
alphabetical order.
Okay.
So you guys have the new printing.
It's the little thing.
It's a little. So iteo is I ask, and akalutheo
Akaluteo.
is I follow. Astheneo,
Asteno.
I am weak. Blasphemeo,
Blasphemo.
I revile or I blaspheme. You should get that would be easy.
I say blaspheme.
Deo,
Deo.
I bind or I tie. Diakoneo,
Diakoneo.
I serve or I minister to. You've already learned diakonos or diakonia. Dakeo,
Dakeo.
I think or I seem. Epikaleo,
Epikaleo.
I call upon.
Uh,
Eulageo,
You are Eulogeo.
I bless, and you should know eulogy. I speak well of. Eucharisteo,
Eucharisteo.
I give thanks or I thank. And notice that it takes the dative for its object. Kind of like akuo took the genitive for its object. Zeteo,
Zeteo.
I seek. Theoreo,
Theoreo.
I see or perceive. Kaleo,
Kaleo.
I call. Krateo,
Krateo.
I grasp or I take hold of. Laleo,
Laleo.
I speak. Martureo,
Martureo.
I testify or I bear witness to. Metaneo,
Metaneo.
get familiar with this one, or you should repent. Miseo,
Miseo.
I hate, so misogynist. Oikademeo,
Oikademeo.
I build up or I edify.
Oikos. House.
Parakaleo,
Parakleo.
you already learned paraklesis. I urge, I exhort or I comfort. Peripateo,
Peripateo.
I walk. Poieo,
Poieo.
I do or I make. Proskuneo,
Proskuneo.
I worship. Tereo,
Tereo.
I keep. Phileo,
Tereo.
I love. Phoneo,
Phoneo.
I call. Delao,
Delao.
I show. Dekaiao,
Dekaiao.
I justify. Plerao,
Plerao.
I fill or fulfill. Staurao,
Staurao.
I crucify. Stelao,
Telao.
Teleo,
Teleo.
Teleao,
So you wouldn't say o
Ao,
uh-oh. Teleao. Good.
and it will contract to be
Teleo.
teleo, but I perfect or I complete. Phanerao,
Panorao.
I reveal. Angeleo,
Angeleo.
I announce. Iro,
Iro.
I take up, I take away. Anabino,
Anabino.
I go up, I ascend. Apactino, or apactano, sorry, I always do that.
Apactino.
I kill. Apostello,
Apostello.
I send. Bino,
Bino.
I go, and it is always compounded in the New Testament. So you'll never just see bino, you'll see anabino to go up or katabino to go down. Agero,
Gero.
I raise. Thelo,
Hello.
I want or desire. And I think we already had that one, didn't we?
Carabino.
Thelo. No, maybe not. Wow, we've gone this far without having Thelo. Katabino,
Carabino.
I go down or I descend. Crino, I judge. And minnow, I remain or I abide. And sparo, I sow.
Carabino, that's a contraction, right? I mean, a compound, right?
It is.
Kaida against and spino. As I go
correct.
I go down. So,
All right, so your homework is going to be 1 through 13.
13.
Yep. And if you're feeling particularly
Page 139.
Greek friendly, you can do the rest of them, but just get 1 through 13 done.